Hey, how we doing, everybody? Patrick OPD here. It's another beautiful day in the Cheesy Moon Workshop. I have to revisit this knife I was working on for Mr. Michael Hale, World Famous Michael Hale. I've been working on editing the footage I already have, and it's just horrible. What I'm losing is the work I did to sort of revitalize this pommel. It had been used for a hammer. There's one deep pit still right there in the almost center there that I'm going to end up taking too much meat off to get that out. I've had to scrub the handle down pretty aggressively. It smells of cigarette smoke real bad. But here's the main issue. This lighting and stuff is terrible out here. But there you can see all these grinder marks all down the edge of this blade and way high on the blade on this other side. Come on now, focus. And it's a beautiful knife, but they really did a number on this thing. And I'm going to do what I can to get this cleaned back up. Going to be using the little belt sander here and a progression of different belts. And I dug out my little 3-inch grinder here. This one, I don't even remember where I got this, but this is the power supply for this grinder. This is like a power adapter that we plug into a US outlet that converts it to this European, Russian, I believe, style 2-pin ground adapter thing. But I'm going to use that a little bit for some of the little, that's pretty wore down. The wheel's pretty worn down, but we might get some use out of it. But I'm not dragging the tripod out here to try to film the action, but we'll check in on it as we make progress. Okay, everybody, doing a little fill in here to bring you up to date. This was pretty tore up, so I had to start out with, try to do this. I started out with a 240 grit on this belt, which is very, very aggressive, but that's what it took to get some of those deeper gouges out. Then I stepped up to the 320. All right, and now it's at the polishing stage, and let me see if we can see it down in there. This is my Vitex or VTEX. It's a 400 grit, but it's a very soft, very flexible 400 grit. That's going to get it started on the polishing, and then we'll progress up to 1,000 and even higher than that. But sorry, my finger was in the way. That was kind of the issue I had last time. But that's where we're at right now. Okay, guys, now I have this blue, it's almost a felt polishing belt on here. That's just going to kind of smooth this out a little bit, but see if I can. All the grinder gouges are gone, and you can see my sanding marks in there right now because that's at 1,000 grit. So we're going to take it to 1,500, then 2,000 by hand. But all those nasty gouges and swirl marks are out. Reprofiled the blade. The tip was pretty gnarly. Come on, focus. Sorry, guys. Tip was pretty messed up, and I got it somewhat fixed without completely reprofiling the end of the blade. Okay, everybody, we're back inside. It got a little warm out there, 84 degrees today. But there's the pretty much finished product. There's one blemish down here at the edge that I did not want to try to grind out, because then it's going to mess up his edge pretty bad. But Mr. Michael, I think I got a nice working edge on here for you. You can put this on Whatnot or eBay or whatever, and not feel bad about selling this to somebody, because it cleaned up pretty nice. I'm going to go over the handle real quick. A little bit of mink oil. Love this stuff. It was pretty dry and smells of tobacco or smoke of some sort. But it's pretty dried out in spots. You can hear how kind of scratchy it sounds. One of these days I'll get me a can of that Rubidoux Creek with the beef tallow in it. Tallow is a great product. I mean, I had some in the cupboard, but I remember I used it last time I made beef stew. But it's just drinking this mink oil up. So I might give it another good round of mink oil before I send it back to Mr. World Famous Michael Hale. But this knife cleaned up pretty good. The pommel cleaned up not real nice. They had used it for a hammer. I just don't get it, people using a beautiful knife as a hammer. I mean, I guess if it was in a survival situation, you could do it, but the tip, not perfect, but I didn't want to go hacking at it too bad. I just made it functional, put an edge on it, and got rid of all those swirl marks down there, down the side of this blade for you. But you could be proud to sell that to somebody, give them a good deal on it because it's been reconditioned or whatever. But make a nice addition to someone's collection. There you go, guys. Clean up blade sort of restoration. Going to send this back out to Mr. Michael Hale. It'll probably be end of the week, Mr. Michael, when I get money to pay for the shipping, but I'll get this sent off to you. Kind of like the way that feels. But there you go, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and above all, have yourself a beautiful day.